Welcome to our channel, Hashmi Clinics.
Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something pretty fascinating, the gentle art of healing. We're talking about acupuncture, a practice that's been around for thousands of years. And to see how it works in the real world, we'll take a look at a place called Hashmi Clinics. So let's get right into it.
Let's start with this quote, because it really sets the mood, doesn't it? It suggests a type of healing that goes way deeper than what we can just talk about or describe. This tells you right away we're dealing with something more than just a medical procedure. It's an art.
Okay, so what is acupuncture really? Well, believe it or not, it's a form of medicine that goes back over 2,000 years to ancient China. And the whole idea, the main goal, is to use these super thin needles at very specific points on the body to help balance your energy, which is known as qi.
But to really get how it all works, we need to understand the philosophy behind it. You see, it's not just about the needles. It's a whole different way of looking at the human body and how we fit into the world around us. You've probably heard of yin and yang, right? It's so easy to think of them as just opposites. But in this way of thinking, they're actually partners. They're complementary forces that need each other. And when it comes to your body, being healthy simply means these two are in perfect harmony, perfectly balanced.
And that energy we keep mentioning, that's qi, pronounced qi. The best way to think about it is like a vital life force, almost like an electrical current flowing through specific pathways in your body. When that qi is flowing smoothly, you feel great, you're full of energy. But if it gets blocked up somewhere, well, that's when things like pain and sickness can start to pop up.
Okay, this brings us to the elephant in the room, needles. I know, the very idea can make a lot of people nervous. So, the big question is, does it hurt?
The short answer is, not really. It's actually a low-pain procedure. Most people say they feel maybe a little tingle or a dull ache where the needle goes in, but not a sharp ouch kind of pain. And you should know, these needles are totally safe. They're sterile, they're only used once, and then they're disposed of.
All right, another big question people have is about time. You know, how long does this take to work? Are we talking about a super slow treatment that takes forever to see any results?
Well, it really depends. If you're dealing with a chronic issue, something you've had for years, then yeah, it can take some time to get your body back in balance. But for newer problems, a lot of patients are actually blown away by how fast they start to feel better.
And that really gets to the heart of what makes this approach so different. It's not just about chasing symptoms. It's about looking at the whole person.
I love this quote from Hashmi Clinics. Think about it. That nagging headache you have, or that upset stomach, they see that as just a signal, a symptom of a deeper problem. The real goal is to find that root cause and fix that. Once you do, the symptom often just goes away.
Here's another really cool idea they use, the 5 elements theory. It's a way of connecting everything in your body. So you have elements like wood, fire, and earth, and each one is linked to certain organs. A practitioner can use this like a map to see how an issue with, say, your liver, a wood organ, might be causing problems for your spleen, an earth organ. It's all connected. So how do they figure out what's really going on? The diagnostic process is incredibly thorough. I mean, we're not talking about a 5-minute chat here. They'll look at you, listen to how you breathe, they'll feel your pulse in a very specific way, and they'll even examine your tongue. It's all part of building this complete picture of your health before they even think about treatment.
And because it's such a holistic approach, looking at the whole system, you can see why it's used for so many different things. Seriously, the range is huge. We're talking chronic pain, like migraines and backaches, stress and anxiety, but also things like digestive issues, fertility problems, and even respiratory conditions like asthma. It's pretty amazing.
Now, with something this detailed and personalized, you can imagine that the experience of the practitioner is absolutely crucial. So let's talk about the expertise behind a place like Hashmi Clinics, because their history is really impressive. 40. That's 40 years of experience. Think about that for a second. 4 decades of hands-on work, research, and taking care of people in this field. That is a ton of accumulated knowledge.
And in that time, we're talking about thousands upon thousands of satisfied patients. But it's more than that. They've also trained thousands of students. So they're not just healing people, they're passing that skill on, building a whole legacy of care.
And get this, the founder, Professor Dr. Rifat Hashmi, was actually the very first person to teach acupuncture in Pakistan, a true pioneer, bringing this practice to a whole new region.
What's really cool is how they blend this ancient wisdom with modern tech.
Hashmi Clinics uses a state-of-the-art computerized system to help with diagnosis. It's totally non-invasive and helps them pinpoint the root cause of an issue with even more accuracy. It's the best of both worlds, really.
Okay, so we've looked at the ideas behind it and how it all works in practice. Now let's bring it back to you. What could this journey to wellness mean for your own life? This is their mission statement, and I think it's really powerful. Say yes to let us cure you with care. It's not just a slogan, it's an invitation. It's about you making a choice, saying yes to taking back control of your health with a team that's dedicated to caring for you.
So if this sounds like something you want to explore, or if you just want to learn more, here's all the info you'll need. The clinic is located in Faisal Town, Lahore, and we've got the address, phone numbers, and their hours right here for you.
And we'll leave you with this final thought. It's a question for you, really. After everything we've talked about, are you ready to restore your body's natural balance? It's something to think about, a new path to wellness that might just be waiting for you.
Professor Dr. Rifat Hashmi is a distinguished homeopathic physician, educator, and researcher with over 4 decades of clinical and teaching experience. He is widely respected for his deep command of Materia, Medica, repertory, and constitutional prescribing, combined with a practical, patient-centered approach. Dr. Hashmi has dedicated his career to training generations of homeopathic doctors, blending classical principles with modern clinical insight. He is also known for his innovative work in digital homeopathy, developing educational content, clinical tools, and AI-assisted systems to enhance remedy selection and case analysis. With a strong commitment to ethical practice and lifelong learning, Professor Dr. Rifat Hashmi continues to guide, inspire, and elevate the standards of homeopathic education and patient care.